it's Andrea from the Milky Plant community. Today I'm going to share with you how to make a vegan chocolate orange cake. Let's get baking. So to start with, I am going to make some milk to use in my bake. Today I'm going to make oat milk using my Milky Plant machine, of course. So I've already got water in the back of my machine, and into the top I'm going to pop in some oats. I love using this machine. It is so simple. All you do is you put your ingredients in the top, your water in the back, like this. We're going to lock it shut, and that turns the machine on. And then I'm just going to pop my bottle ready to get my milk down here before turning the machine on and making my milk. And that is my oat milk all made and done. I love using this machine because it is so simple to make my milk at home. Just put the ingredients in, put your water in, and 3 minutes later you've got your milk. Perfect. So I'm going to set that aside for just a couple of minutes. Before I crack on with making my cake, I'm going to prepare some other ingredients. We're going to make some buttermilk in a minute, but first I'm going to make a flax egg. Now, if you've never made a flax egg before, all it is it's ground up flax seeds, which I've got here, and some water. And the proportions for that are 1 to 3. So you want 1 tablespoon of flaxseed to 3 tablespoons of water. So for today's recipe, I'm going to use 2 flax eggs, which means I've got 2 tablespoons of flax seeds in here, and I'm going to add in 6 tablespoons of water. Right, once you have got your flax seed with your water, we're just going to give it a very quick mix together, just to make sure everything is combined, and then that's just get set aside while we get our other ingredients ready. So now I am going to make my buttermilk into a jug. I am going to measure out some of that oat milk that I made before. To make our buttermilk, we're going to add in some vinegar of sorts, so you can add in some lemon juice. Today I'm using some apple cider vinegar, so that's going to go in with my milk. I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix. That is just going to be left while we get the rest of our cake going. So now to make our cake. So into a mixing bowl, you can do this by hand. That takes quite a lot of work though with a hand mixer if you want to. I'm using a stand mixer today just because it's really convenient for me. So into the bowl of my stand mixer, I am going to sift in my dry ingredients. So we have some plain flour, caster sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda, and finally some salt. And now we sift. And that is all our dry ingredients sifted in. Perfect. Now in with my dry ingredients, because we're making a chocolate orange cake, I'm going to zest an orange as well. And once you are done with zesting your orange, you want to also make sure you get all the remnants off the back of your zester, because that's going to give a lovely flavour to your cake as well. So once you've done that, this is going to go into the body of my stand mixer. And I'm just going to, for about 10 seconds, put my paddle attachment in and give it a quick mix together just to get all those ingredients combined. That's it, that's all done. Now we're going back to our wet ingredients. In that same jug, I've got my buttermilk in. I'm just going to mix up my other wet ingredients. I'm going to pop my flax eggs in there as well. And to that, I'm also going to add in some vanilla and some oil. I'm going to give this a quick mix together. And once you've given it a very quick swirl together, we're going to pop it in with our dry ingredients in the mixing bowl. And to that, I'm also going to add in the juice of the orange that I zested before. I'm going to cut it in half and use a juicer to squeeze the juice in. Once you've got your orange juice in, we're going to mix all that together. Once all those ingredients are mixed together, we're going to turn the mixer on to a low speed and gradually add in some boiling water. And once your mixture is all ready, all we're going to do is pour them, divide it between your 2 tins, and bake. So while my cakes are baking, I am going to make my buttercream. This is a really simple buttercream we're going to make. Into the bowl of a stand mixer, we are going to pop in some vegan butter. And I'm going to give this a little bit of a mix in my stand mixer before I add any other ingredients. This is just to make sure that I don't get clumps of butter through my buttercream, so that it is nice and smooth. So once you've softened your butter, all we want is for it to not be in clumps anymore, so you can see it's nice and smooth in my bowl. That is perfect. So into that, I am going to pop in my icing sugar, some cocoa powder, a little bit of vanilla, the zest of 1 orange, And as before, once you have zested your orange, don't forget to scrape all this lovely zest in there as well. Now that I've got all that in, I'm going to add a tablespoon of my oat milk in as well. So once you have all your ingredients in your bowl, it's going to all get mixed together. So once your mixture is starting to come together, you can add as much milk as you need to make your buttercream into a nice soft, spreadable texture so that you can put it on top of your cakes. So once your buttercream is lovely and soft, you can see that on my paddle attachment. And in there it'll go a bit paler as well. That is exactly what we are looking for. It's a beautiful, soft, spreading consistency. So now all that's left to do is for us to decorate our cake. So once your cakes are out of the oven, leave them to cool completely. To decorate your cakes, simply sandwich them together with some buttercream and then use whatever is left for the top and sides of your cake. I also like to use a few dehydrated orange slices to decorate the top, just for extra pretty. And there you have it, chocolate orange cake. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe, and do join us next time. Happy baking!